All right. It's 2:03. Uh, okay. Hi, everybody.
Oh, hello.
How y'all doing? Cats? It's good to see everybody. Thank you all so much for jumping on this Zoom in this afternoon here in St. I'm rhyming now. We're here, right here. We're excited because were you all on the town hall yesterday? Did you hear the
No,
announcement?
no,
Who said no, David?
no. This is Jason.
Oh, Jason. Okay. Oh, so there was exciting announcements, Jason.
Okay,
Uh,
please educate.
yeah,
Please educate.
yeah. There were some exciting announcements from Regional Arts Commission, and the one that brings us together is the announcement about the Community Arts Training Program, which you are a proud member of, graduate of, and that announcement came from Vanessa Cooksey that the CAT program is now going to be in its own entity. So that's why we are joining today to talk about what that means and the excitement that comes from that announcement. I've just been dancing like this all day thinking about what this future means for us. So we're coming together as cats do. But before we even start that, let me just do a quick check in. Everybody, just give me a how you're feeling today, kind of a tableau of what you're feeling today. When I count to three, I'm gonna open my eyes and see everybody's tableau of how you're feeling today, like just a picture of some sort. I'm closing my eyes. One, two, three. Freeze it. Oh, yes, yeah. Thank you all. Tony, you didn't even give me up. Oh, I'm gonna get you though, Tony. I'm gonna find you.
We just raised $100,000 for Delmar Main Street just 2 minutes ago. So I'm
Oh,
pretty happy about that.
you jumping out of your skin.
Yes, we
But
just,
I know you keep it cool. I remember
yeah.
that. Cool. Congratulations, and all that stuff. That's why we are here, you all, because of the work that we continue to do, and that we're going to even do more of, and find ways to support each other in that work. So in this meeting, I don't even like to call it a meeting, but in our time together here, we're just going to take about 30 minutes to kind of give you some idea of what's been going on, and we're going to open up the chat for questions, comments. And we'll spend the last 15 minutes or so discussing, answering questions that you might have. And we won't be able to get to all the questions, maybe. I don't know. It's not too many of us here. We might be able to, but we'll direct you to our frequently asked questions page on the website so you can see all that. And also, so this is being recorded for those folks who can't be here. We want to make sure to get the word out to everyone. All right. So as I start this off, what I'd like to do is to introduce the task force. You might have heard yesterday that there's a task force that's been working cat like. Cats are like this, right? I don't know. Cats are, they keep working quietly, working cat like, behind the scenes to keep this momentum going of this new era for cat. So I'd like for everyone. I'm Catherine Bentley. First of all, I know most of y'all, but are Catherine or Kathy Bentley. I want the rest of the task force to introduce themselves. We'll start Anne, and then you can call on somebody else on the task force.
Sure. Ann Halbrick, um, proud member of the task force. Roseanne.
Hi, everybody. I have to say that we started plotting in my living room. And I am very, very excited about being here with all of you and to be able to talk about this today. Shelley.
Thanks. Hi, Shelley Gable Parker. So great to see you all and so excited about this opportunity to talk about the future. Sue.
Hi there. Sorry I'm a little late. Happy to see everybody. Been on the task force and the faculty from day one. Oh, I'm supposed to call on somebody.
Yeah, who's on the task force?
Stephanie.
You're muted, Stephanie.
Just trying to find the unmute. I know you probably haven't been on Zoom in a minute. You find it? That's Stephanie, y'all. That's Stephanie Whedon Smith, part of the task force. When you unmute, we'll hear your voice. Taisha.
Paisha Elaine Anderson, also known as Mother of Heaven.
And Jenny, right?
Yep.
I'm Jenny Murphy. So excited to be here.
Did we do everybody? Did we do Shelly? We got
We
everybody?
did, but I want to say that she's not on the task force, but I want to acknowledge Miss Parnell, Commissioner, is here on the call also.
Commissioner. Woo. Thank you for
We're
taking
also missing Kaveh, who isn't here yet, but he's also on the task force.
Yes, yes, yes. So, and boy, this is like an all-star Zoom right here because we have Bill Cleveland zooming in. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Bill, for being here. So, but we're going to go through our little loose agenda here so that we can get to whatever questions folks might have. So, Paisha, I think you kick us off.
Muted. I was so ready. I didn't have the mutes. Yes, so thank you all for being here in the middle of the day. It feels so good to see all your faces. So I'm just going to start off with 2 points. We're going to talk about the who and the when. The stewards of this transition, we are a unified body operating in a couple of distinct capacities. The first is the task force. Everyone has been introduced. And if you're not aware, task force is made up of present and past faculty, folks who have gone through Tiger, people have been administrators and directors and leaders. So a breadth and many decades of experience through CAT, probably over 20 years of experience is what makes up the task force. The transition is also being led by a founding/interim board of directors whose primary function is to seed the groundwork in terms of governance, fulfilling legal responsibilities, and functioning in an advisory capacity. And that board is made up of Shelly Gable Parker, who is the president, Kathy Bentley, vice president, Roseanne Weiss, who's going to be the secretary, and Sue Greenberg, of course, is going to handle the money because Sue handles the money. And the third part of the transition is being guided by 2 soon-to-be staff members who will function as co-directors. That is Jenny Murphy, who will be Director of Organizational Development, I think operations, and then myself, who will be Director of Programs and Community Building, Think More Institute Planning. And while the task force and the board of directors are already diligently working on the important and urgent work of establishing the nonprofit, the official start of this new era will begin in January of 2026 after we come back from break.
Thank you. Thank you. Anne, you're going to talk to us a little bit more about the why.
The why, how we got here.
Mhm.
Before I get to the why now, I want to acknowledge that an important CAT person, although all cats are extremely important, is not able to be with us today, and that is founding CAT faculty member and lead teaching artist Jane Ellen Iber. Janie's contributions to CAT, including the timed writings and out-of-the-box exercises like Janie's Junk, and that's junk spelled with a Q-U-E, helped shape CAT to what it is today. I also want to express how excited I am about this next CAT chapter and all of the reimagining and community change we can engender together. When we started CAT at RAC in 1997, I never imagined what a vital movement CAT would become. I'm a cat, you're a cat, meow. And it's been a unique privilege and pleasure to return to RAC these past 4 years to help steward CAT to the place we are today. A couple of years ago, RAC embarked on a process that would result in the strategic roadmap Vanessa Cooksey shared at yesterday's virtual town hall. That's been recorded, and if you don't have a copy of RAC's newsletter, I can get it to you if you let me know, and you can see what that roadmap consists of. It became apparent that due to many factors, RAC would begin to prioritize its grant making and phase out the programs which were the Gio Abada Fellowship and the CAT Institute. It was suggested that CAT could figure out a permanent partnership with a well-established nonprofit, where the CAT Institute would become a joint venture with or a program of maybe a university or a civic leadership organization, such as Focus St. Louis or a local university. At that point, I began meeting with Pesha and Dr. Sue Greenberg, and after a couple of intense sessions, we made a short list of current CAT faculty and added a couple more strategic thinkers, which became the task force, which we just identified. As Roseanne said, we had that first meeting in her living room in March of this year. And when I outlined RAC's intent and ideas for CAT, Kaveh Razani immediately piped up, "We don't need an overarching partner. We need to be our own entity and our own 501c3. A collective light bulb went on in the room. From that point on, we looked only to the future. We put our shoulders to the wheel and began scheming, planning, and dreaming, and that's what we're here to talk about today.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Ann. Jenny Murphy, you got next.
Hey y'all, it's so exciting to be here with everyone at this point, this big pivotal point. I'm in charge of the how. So talking a little bit about what are we doing? What's going to go on? And really we're looking right now at next year at 2026. So the focus of our next year is going to be really establishing the Community Arts Training Institute as an organization, as a nonprofit. We're really lucky, grateful to receive a grant from RAC in order to do that. But those funds are for capacity building, which is also what we need and what we want to focus on over the next year. So we're going to look at, setting up our operations, marketing, also focus on fundraising development so that we can build a sustainable source of revenue so we can do our programs, continue doing this far into the future. And then also just like the administrative part of getting a 501c3, all of that stuff that we're going to really kind of get off the ground focusing on, and bigger picture over the next year, making sure that we're establishing this new organization in a way that everyone is excited about. And that's what I'm excited about, that now this is public knowledge, because part of our plan next year is to engage with all of you, right? To engage alumni, to engage our stakeholders, and get a better sense of what you want this organization to look like too. So part of our work next year will also be reaching out to you to get that, to get your input. We also will be focusing on our programs. We're going to focus on revising and reflecting on our curriculum. Also, hopefully offering some sort of small trainings, programs that can engage alumni, potentially other community members. We're not sure yet if we're going to launch a new full cohort in 2026. It'll depend on how the first 6 months of getting off the ground goes. But it's something we definitely will do in 2027 if it doesn't happen this coming year. And we'll keep you in the loop of where we're at with that. So I would recommend, if y'all want to stay in the loop, to check out the website that we made. I'll drop it in the chat. There's a blog feature on there right now. This is kind of just a bare bones site we put together to make sure there's a way, kind of a touch point for everyone. But there's a latest updates button in the top right. You can click on that and we'll be kind of giving updates there. You can also sign up for our newsletter at the bottom. And we'll be getting everyone's contact from RAC as well. They have that big list. So we're going to definitely be in touch. But that's kind of like big picture, what we're focusing on next year.
Thank you, Jenny. Roseanne.
So my job has been to be the dreamer. And that is my favorite job in the world, to be the dreamer. So even though we have one of the co-directors is the poet laureate of St. Louis, I am going to read a little quote to begin my talk here. It's from the great late artist and activist Grace Lee Boggs. She said, "These are the times that grow our souls. Each of us is called upon to embrace the conviction that despite the powers and principalities bent on commodifying all of our human relationships, we have the power within us to create the world anew." This is what we're going to do. This is what I believe we can do. We can create CAT 2.3, I think it is. I think Vanessa called it 2.0, but I think we're into 2.3. And so, here's the thing. We have done a lot of things in the past. You know that we have done national conferences. We have had Lily Yeh and Judy Baca and Carlton Turner and Bill Cleveland in our midst, talking with us, meeting with us, doing all these great things, and we can do those things again. This does not happen without full engagement from all of you, from all of the alumni. I want you to be as visionary and as excited as we all are about this notion of really being an institute. We can do our training, we can expand it, we can do training with the alumni, we can do research, we can do all kinds of creative and wonderful things that advance the notion of community and arts and advocacy and activism and change. And this is what we're here for. It's what we all trained for. It's what we dreamed for. And so I will continue to be the dreamer. I will continue to help you vision this. And I'm just excited that we can spread this message and be the Community Arts Training Institute.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shelley.
Yeah, so all that everyone has said so far, the whole, as we were dreaming, scheming, talking, and thinking together about the future, because we were CAT, we thought about with, right? Not for or to. So we are offering an invitation to you all. We many times were like, we cannot wait. I think each one of us said it several times. We got to pull in cats. We need to pull in cats, right? But we wanted to make sure we've got the groundwork, which we do now, and that we have the announcement, which we do now. And so we're inviting you. Maybe Cat, Jenny, would you mind dropping that stay in the loop message one more time, just because I think a couple people might have joined after you sent it, so that you'll have the website. We're inviting you guys to fill out use that as a tool to keep us informed about what your dreams are. Our future is limitless. I will spare you singing the song, but we are limitless. So really excited about working with you all and getting that. So think about, are you interested in the groundwork, being on the board, all those things that we're gonna need cats for, or do you want to dream with us? We need it all. So you're invited.
Yes, thank you, Shelley. Before I open it up for any questions, I don't see any questions in the chat, but Kaveh, are you able to say hello? Kaveh's our task force member.
Yeah, hi all. I think most of the folks on here I know, and looking forward to working with everybody here. And sorry to have joined late, so I'm not sure how much was already said, but this has been a process that I think a lot of folks in the alumni network have been thinking about, and I don't want to say hoping for per se, but imagining for a very long time. And obviously it's taken a lot of work and a lot of finesse and a lot of cooperation and goodwill on the side of the Regional Arts Commission, which has been amazing. And yeah, as Shelley said, the door is open to kind of build this thing together and fly it together. And we've always been cognizant of the fact that we cannot take a step further than we are right now without involving as many alumni as possible. And so I think engaging with you all, and obviously the 400 some odd of us that are not on this call, is a huge priority for everybody. I think we want to see a lot of engagement events in the near term. And that's what excites me most, is having us all have an opportunity to be around one another and ideate and dream, as Roseanne said, together. So thank you all for being around and being available, and having the passion that you have and wanting to stay plugged in the way that we all need for this thing to really take off. I'm truly excited about all the energy behind this. It's going to be super necessary to get this plane off the ground. So looking very forward to it, y'all. Thanks, Kathy.
Yes, thank you, Kaveh. So, cats, how you feeling? Any questions or comments? I don't see any in the chat, but it's, we're a small enough group that we can just
This is
open it up.
Jason.
Jason?
I'm listening in. I hope you can't see me because I'm in the grocery store now. But I just want to congratulate you all. This is an amazing venture, and Cat has meant a lot to me over the years and continues to mean a lot to me. And I'm so glad that this is something that has happened. So just kudos all around. Happy to be involved.
Great, thank you. And really the congratulations, thank you, Jason, but it's to every single cat, because it's that energy that was taken into whatever we did was because we know, we hear, we feel, we are part of this collective. But I do appreciate that, but just know that it's like all of us, all of our spirits is what fueled this. So thank you so much, Jason. Anyone else? Questions, comments?
I have a question. 2 questions.
Yes, sir.
The first is, and they both relate to the same thing. Encountering the IRS for 501c3 status is a very different issue today than it was in the past. I've been working on a lot of anti-authoritarian cultural organizing for the last year and a half. And so, number one, is there a thought being given to short-term a fiscal sponsorship so that you can start accepting funds before you get your 501c3? That's one. And number two is just a thought that I would be happy to participate in, which is how to strategize the normally pro forma 501c3 encounter in a way that you don't start tripping minefields that could be there.
Thank you, Bill. I'm going to see if Sue, do you want to address that at all?
Hi, everyone. Happy these questions come to me. Hey, Bill.
Hey.
So I think the answer is yes and yes. Very cat. The lawyer I spoke to about the 501c3 application feels more confident than I did because he likes when he heard that it's called the Community Arts Training Institute, to him that sounds very educational, and he thinks that it is educational.
Yes,
So
it is.
we're not going to be talking about some of the other things in as much depth. But it will be, well, go back. RAC is willing to start with the seed money before that is in place. And then if there are other grant opportunities while we are waiting, I think your thought about fiscal sponsorship may come into play.
Okay.
So it's all those things, but I worry about a lot, but I'm not worried about this piece.
Okay, that's good.
Bill, you forget we have a secret weapon in Dr. Greenberg.
Well, I mean, the thing is that and I'm sure Sue will agree to this, is that what might be true today could very likely be untrue tomorrow. And I already know some people who very innocently went forward with what would be considered a kind of normal hot dog with mustard and a little relish on it, and they got busted.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're right. And, there also has to be somebody working at the IRS to look at these applications. So we're just going to do the best we can. But the good news is that RAC is in regardless for the, jump start here now. So there's some time to recover if we have to find some partners.
Great. All right.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks, Sue. Any other questions or comments? How did people feel when they heard the announcement? Because we didn't hear any question, we didn't hear anything, and no questions were asked about CAT. All the questions were about, what about my funding, which we get, you know. But I just was curious if there were cats on what people were feeling. I saw Emily clap, Bill gave hearts. Anybody like feel anything differently? Like, what in the world? Where are we gonna go now? Carol, what did you? Oh, go ahead.
Hello. Hi. I felt because I went in that weird year, you know, the year where we couldn't graduate or nothing. And so I was like, well, maybe we get to, you know, be able to, there will be more presence for the alumni. I didn't really get to be as, I didn't really get to be as involved as the people before me or after me with the community in the way that I could have been or wish I was. But that's because it was 2020. So it's okay. But I'm excited because now I feel like there'll be more focus on alumni or, you know, engaging alumni in a different way. So I got excited.
Yay. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Aaron. Anybody else?
So, hello everybody.
Hi, Carol.
I'm gonna say I'm excited about it. I think that I think it's been a little bit overdue, and that it is going to be something new and exciting and support cats better, I think, with it being separate like that.
Yeah. Thank you, Carol. Anybody else?
I want to echo what Aaron is saying. Convene us, please convene us. I have missed that so much the past couple years, like just being in the same room with cats. And I'm crushed. I'm going to miss the party because I'm going to be out of town. But have more parties.
Yes.
Jimmy? Yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay. No, I just want to say that you know, I was very excited when I hear the news. And cats have been always something that we have been so proud to be. We have been so proud to be a cat, we always say. So I think it's something that's great. And yes, it's nothing better than being around cats. So that's all.
Thank you, Louisa. Thank you, Emily.
Hi, Kathy. I'll jump in. First of all, yes, it feels good to be amongst cats. I feel like I can take a sigh of relief and just kind of sit back and listen and know that what you're thinking is already being said. So I appreciate it. I know just about everybody on the call, but for those that don't know me, I am a commissioner with RAC for the last 10 plus years. But if you know me, you know I am always a cat first. In fact, the Pink House cat and one of Roseanne's only interns at RAC. I wear that badge proudly. And so I just want to step in for a second with my commissioner hat on to say that we realize this is a transformative moment for cats. I too want to thank the task force for the time and the initiative to put this together. You have our full support. It is time. I think I know that CAT is going to evolve into something incredible as an independent organization. We're all grown up now. We are all grown up now. And I'm so looking forward to us showing that to the rest of the world. So I will continue to serve in a dual role, of course, as a CAT and also as a commissioner. So you know there will always be someone at the table with a meow. Let them know, Ann, I meow in our commission meetings with no problem. I'm so proud of us. And truly excited for our futures. So thank you, everyone, for getting us to this point.
Thank you, Andrea. Meow.
And if I may just jump in, Andrea, even though not part of the task force, has been an integral part of this process. because she is a commissioner and she has a wealth of knowledge just on her own, whenever we needed to run something by her or say, what do you think about this? She was always really honest and open and direct with her feedback. We tend to have like thick skin, and she honored that and didn't like just say, I'm going to just say the nice things. I don't want to hurt your feelings. It is really, really important in the early part as we were crafting proposals and things. So she's not just a commissioner, she's like task force member at large or something.
For sure, for sure. Was somebody going to say something?
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe I should take this hand thing down. Okay. All right. Maybe this is just self-evident, but I just thought I really believe in sort of saying things that might be assumed. It's precipitous. It is organizations like CAT, of which it was a founding pioneer of this kind of work, community cultural leadership, rose up in a different time. And so this rising, back then it was like, let's do this cool thing. And now it's, let's do this thing that is so necessary that all the stuff going on all around us, it's not moving forward without cultural leadership. What's out there pushing in the other direction is a cultural movement. Mm-hmm. It's not a political movement. It's a cultural movement. And so the skills and strategies and capacities and relationships of CAT are essential for St. Louis and for the model that it created for the country all those many decades, which is now more important than ever. And the other thing I just want to say is that one of the things that every program like CAT has always wanted and struggled with, which is the building of the network as a powerful leadership force. I mean, I know it's happened all over the place in bits and pieces, but at this time, that is no longer an option either. CAT 3.0 will not move forward without its alumni and its supporters rowing hard in this time. So I'm thrilled that everybody gets to, in essence, meet the challenge, because it's that kind of moment.
Thank you, Bill Cleveland.
Where's our rain stick, y'all? Where's our rain stick?
Yeah, the rain stick, a virtual rain stick.
I bet we could create one.
Right?
Hi, y'all. May I chime in real quick?
Please do.
Everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback off of what a couple people said and what Bill just stated very eloquently. I think a lot of us are just really excited and ready to be activated. I think a lot of us came into this experience looking for that connection, looking for that network, looking for that family, that tribe, to do big things, make big moves. And I think I can speak for for a lot of cats that they're just waiting to be activated. So I'm very, very excited about these new changes. And thank you for the work that you guys have already done to make this happen.
Thank you so much. Waiting to be activated. Ooh, they're going to look around and say, what? But yeah, let us be activated. Love them. Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else? Yep.
Well, we're coming up on time, actually. We were slated for 2:45, but due to some tech stuff, we're probably going to get cut off at 2:40. So if I if I may, just bring us to a close so that we do have a close. Is that okay with everyone?
Please.
Yes. What everyone said was like really, really, really beautiful. I'm thinking about what Adria and Bill and Kaveh said about the alumni. We want to encourage everyone to remember that this thing belongs to all of us, right? It is not something that is owned by a person or an entity. It belongs to us, the network of alums whose experience, expertise, and commitment will be necessary in determining our direction and keeping us to our mission and really defining what it is that what we become. CAT isn't just a training, it is an idea and an ideal. It is experiential, participatory, and it really lives through time as a thread that ties us all together no matter what our cohort year, because of the effort and collaboration of everyone who has either been through CAT or has had any kind of interaction with a CAT alum, a project, or a program. It exists because we exist, and will continue to do so as long as we keep our optimism, intention, and clarity of purpose at the forefront of our mission. Some of us have raised our children in this. 2 of us have children who have also gone through CAT. They are on this call right now. So we got grandcats, and we look forward to being able to, we have great grandcats, right? Who have done the same. We've laughed together, we've grieved together, we've taken to the streets together, we've supported one another, dreamed and argued and fought and made up and made art and painted on walls and woven words on windows. We have pink housed and Old North and Cherokeed and Ferguson and West Ended and looped and East Sided and circled up on that 3rd floor around that table that became like our kitchen table. And so let us remember that the future is wide open, and we are really, 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 really excited to walk through this door of wonder and history and brilliance and art and learning and vibrance and meowing and yarking and loving and building and growing and all of that for the next 30 years and beyond. So with that, we say onward and upward and looking forward.
Thank you.
Just and humor me real quick. I don't know when this thing gonna cut us off. Will you put up your cohort year if you can?
Yeah, what year?
All of them. I have all of them.
It's 10-4. 10-4. Or come off mute, and on 3 we'll just say your cohort year, right? All right, come off mute. Everybody come off mute.
I represent 2008.
Oh, look, Jason, like
I represent.
Okay, yeah. Let's popcorn it. Cherokee 14, baby.
2016.
2014 over here.
Yeah.
Nobody from my
2003.
All right. 03.
07.
07.
Con, what
Very,
is your
very
90,
nice.
98?
99.
Yep. Yeah.
Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I'm sorry to have rushed through that ending, but I didn't want us to cut off. Yeah, I am really emotional right now, like seeing all of y'all, not just because of CAT, but I met a lot of y'all through CAT. And some of y'all I knew a little bit, and then we got to know each other better through CAT. My child was like crawling on the floor so she wouldn't interrupt the Zoom. And I'm like, girl, they know you, right? That's why she was like, oh, hi, right? So it's really like, just this family thing. Somebody hit me in the chat and was like, tell my girl I said hi, right? So when we say like it's like family, we don't really mean that in the like your work family. Like I feel like some of y'all are family. It's somebody on this call who employs my child. Helps pay some of my light bill by your employee. So thank you. Just joking. But I love y'all.
Well,
so what date is the party?
Yeah, the party.
And you want to share about the party?
And the link is in the chat too.
Link is in the chat. The party is on Monday, December the 29th, and it starts at 7 and it will go until 9. And we're just going to have fun. We will have a parking lot of some kind in the party room that if people have ideas about CAT moving forward, you'll be able to get those on the wall. But we're ultimately there to have some fun, to laugh, to talk, to commune and to convene. And Pesha has all kinds of ideas of games that we're going to play.
Yes, we do.
Mama Carol, I'm counting on you. We're gonna do River in the Grass. I'm not. You can lead that one. I'm
Okay,
initiating
Carol.
you.
There has to be a rain stick involved.
There must be a rain stick.
There you
I'm
go.
bringing my rain stick.
Oh, there you go.
To have a
You got
rain stick making station, just little ones, so everyone gets to take.
Ooh,
Bill, you have to fly in.
Oh, sure. Flying right now, can't you tell? I'm happy to do that. Yeah,
A future party at least, Bill.
sure.
right. We have to plan it
Absolutely.
far in advance.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, everybody.
All right.
Wonderful.
This is wonderful to see everybody here, and I know that we'll spread the word to everyone else.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Right.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.